Hello everybody, Little Leo's Picks here, and we're just gonna do the standings of the AFC in this one. Next video will be NFC. Might be a day separator or something, I don't know. But let's just get on to this. 6-0 Patriots. What do you expect? This team has not played. Very good team. Playoff chances. It's just they're most likely gonna make the playoffs. I don't see them missing it, and I think they get the bye, and probably second place in the whole AFC. I think one of the other teams that maybe 4-2 could still go above the Patriots at this point, because they have good teams also. But yeah, next I got the Bills 4-1. I like the Bills. I think that the Bills are 5th place with the wild card spot going into the playoffs. They haven't versed the hardest teams, but still some decent teams. Next we got the Jets. The Jets, wow. I don't see them making the playoffs, but I think that they could muster a run maybe and be decent. Next I got the Miami Dolphins. Can we just say the Miami Dolphins are already eliminated? Everybody knew that, but technically I don't know if they would even be able to make it at 11-5. So yeah, if they were to win out. Okay, so now let's go with the AFC East, right? Yeah, I knew it was the East. I just don't want to say something wrong. So 6-0 Patriots projected record 13-3. Buffalo Bills projected record 11-5. New York Jets projected record is 6-10. Miami Dolphins projected record 0-16. I just don't see them winning. Okay. So next we got the Baltimore Ravens. So the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson has been playing like an MVP candidate. And not just the first 2 games. He's still playing pretty good. Not doing as much as the passing as he was in the first 2 games, but he's still playing really good if you ask me. So yeah, I do like him. Sorry, I'll move that away. And the team itself just traded for Marcus Peters in the afternoon yesterday. And yeah, you know it's early in the morning. Okay, so next we got the Cleveland Browns. This hype team is really not doing good. I'm not surprised. They had some hard opponents. 49ers, obviously undefeated. Seahawks, pretty good. They beat the Ravens, which is interesting. But yeah, they definitely had some hard opponents, but also some opponents that they should have won. Like, for example, against the Titans, maybe. You know? But yeah. Next we had the Steelers. Steelers are somehow playing with their 3rd string QB. Technically, I think it was their 4th string. And they were still climbing up this open division. When the Steelers went 0-4, I thought they were out, but they're only 2 games back from the Lamar Jackson led Ravens, so they could still make a run. And next, the Bengals. We all know this team. They suck. It's just true. Okay. Ravens, the end of the season. We got gonna be close. I think I'm gonna go 11-5. They don't have that hard of a schedule. Otherwise, I would have won 10-6. I don't think they lose to any other of the division rivals. Maybe they lose a game to Pittsburgh if Big Ben comes back, but who knows? Next we got the Cleveland Browns. So I actually think that they'll finish 6-10, just like the Jets. So that's really bad. Steelers 7-9, so Steelers should be above the Browns, I'm saying. And Steelers also 6-10. It's like they also have some easy games, and I feel like the Steelers could beat the Browns. They'll probably split. And then the Bengals. They play the Dolphins, so 1-15. Or I think they have another easy game, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna keep them at 1-15 for now. The Texans. This year is really good. If we look at what they did last week and the last 2 weeks, that really good win against the Falcons. Even though the Falcons suck, it was still a good win because of that. So, as I was saying, they had a really good win over the Falcons because they scored so much points, but the defense was not too good. Next, we got the Indianapolis Colts. Colts also beat the Chiefs, and they have games where you would expect them to win and games where you would expect them to lose, and they kind of win the games you don't expect them to lose. You expect them to lose, and then lose the games you expect them to win. There's some games that they win that you expect them to, like, you know what I mean. But usually, it's like if you think they're gonna do this, go the other way. But I don't know. Jaguars. Gardner Minshew, obviously, big part. Oh my God, that's my dog. Okay, so Gardner Minshew obviously been playing really good. They just traded away Jalen Ramsey. And I think this team could be pretty good. Tight ends, they're 2-4, and somehow they're +6 for their points for and points against, so the points differential. That's kind of weird because the Colts are 3-2 and they're -2. But yeah, this team, one of the worst offenses in the league for sure, and maybe one of the best defenses. So when you combine those, you get a maybe under average team, because when you have the worst offense, you can't score. Yeah, defense is good, but you kind of need both. And that's exactly why everybody knows the Broncos versus Seahawks. Seahawks won because they actually had a good offense also. They just also had the best defense, but they also had a good offense. The Broncos didn't have that good of a defense. But yeah. So Texans, I have them at this point 11-5, maybe 12-4. But I'm gonna go with 11-5. They're definitely AFC Championship contender, possibly. And yeah, Colts. I think I got them 10-6. They should be able to make the wild card. I expect them to be the other wild card team. Jaguars. I think I got them 7-9, and Titans also 7-9. Chiefs. So I have the Chiefs. No, I'm not supposed to tell the record. Whoops. I think the Chiefs are really good. And I just think that these two games have been kind of slumps. The Colts game, Mahomes was injured. This team they still didn't have Tyreek Hill. That last game, the team was still injured, but they had Tyreek Hill. That's just one of those L's that like the other team really just outplays you, and that's what happened to the Chiefs. Next, we got the Raiders. So the Raiders, 3-2, probably most surprising team in the NFL. Most surprising winning, most surprising top team, I guess you could say, or almost wild card, or actually competing. Oh wow, it restarted. That sucks. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, most surprising team. With this much wins, that I'm gonna expect them, especially the teams that they beat in, like the Colts and the Bears, and the Broncos. Even though the Broncos have not been the best. Yeah. Broncos 2-4. It's kind of what I expected into this week, but not the way I expected it. I didn't expect them to go 0-4 and then decide that they wanted to win 2 games. I expected them around this record, 2-4, just not the way they got there. And the Chargers, most disappointing team to me. I know a lot of people are saying Falcons, but honestly, I thought the Falcons were gonna be 7-9. Like I didn't think they were gonna have a good season, and 7-9 actually probably isn't close because they'll probably be 4-12 or 5-11 or something, maybe probably worse. So yeah. Anyway, the Chargers, they just had injuries, and Melvin Ingram, big injury, and yeah. So they just need to get their team back how it should be. So now, I got them 12-4. I think they'll bounce back pretty good. Then it's only 2 losses, so they could definitely only lose 2 more for the rest of the season. Raiders, I'm gonna have them 7-9. If they could win against the Packers, I think this team could legitimately be a wild card team because they're playing the Packers in Lambeau. So if they win, then this team is legitimately a real wild card, and it should be interesting if they do, or even close. I mean, I think if it's close still, it's probably gonna be kind of close, but not that close. And Broncos, I have them finishing 6-10. I really don't know. Oh, sorry. And Chargers, I have them finishing 7-9. I think that they might bounce back a bit, but not too good, cause they're just gonna go 5-5 in the next couple games, in the next 10 games. So it's not that good. Okay, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. And if you want to see the NFC one, that will be out soon. Bye.